So welcome back to Good News for Tough Times. We've got a really interesting one for you today. And I'm in 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 13. Not conforming yourselves to the former lusts as in your ignorance, but as he who has called you holy, you also be holy in all your conduct. Because it is written, be holy, for I am holy. Destiny. Now, there's a word that's talked a lot about these days. Live your destiny, step into your destiny, be the person you're meant to be. So many think about destiny, but it always seems kind of out there, never quite happening for us. What is your destiny? Do you actually know? Can you just kind of make up a destiny? I don't know. And then try and achieve it? Does destiny even exist? If it does, what determines it? Are you the master of your own destiny? Or does circumstance or chance determine that destiny? Do the bad times mean you'll never fulfill that destiny? Now, remember what we said in the last session. We said that to live good in bad times, you'll have to get your focus on Christ and get your head on straight. If you're going to respond correctly to tough times, you have to correct your thinking. To respond correctly to tough times, we're going to have to correct our thinking. We're going to have to think about what we're thinking about. And if you submit your thinking to the Word of God, then we find out something about that word destiny. That your destiny and my destiny and every follower of Jesus' destiny is to become who we now are. To become like the Spirit inside us. The believer's destiny is simply to be transformed into the image of Christ. Transformed and not conformed by the times and the world around us. That's God's plan for your life. His goal for your life. So as the years go by, you can become more and more like Jesus. Whatever's going on around you, whatever you want to look like, who you really are in your spirit is to look like Christ. So when we read those words, be holy as he is holy, what does that mean? It means that your DNA, the spiritual DNA inside you, is to look like Jesus, to respond like Jesus, to love like Jesus, to act like Jesus. And when we let the world conform us to its destiny, when we respond with unbelief, when we don't submit our actions to the Word of God, when we don't put our faith in His promises and His ways, we are acting and living contrary to who we are really inside, contrary to our born-again nature. And we end up acting against ourselves. And we fail to connect to the potential and reality and glory of who we really are. And as I write this, I find myself kind of thinking, what is my destiny? What I want it to be? Is it conforming to the events around me, the times around me, and just letting that shape me? Or am I stepping into my true destiny? Looking and living more and more each day like Jesus. What about you? What's your destiny? Conformed or transformed? And with that question, I'll leave you for today. But I'll be back tomorrow with more good news for tough times. I'll see you then.